Introducing the Clarity Series, a 3-part course for people who are ready to ground themselves in the middle of uncertainty and move forward with calm, confidence, and purpose.
And you can start today on the Wandering But Not Lost podcast. And now your host, Jen O'Brien and Matt Emerson. Welcome back to the Wandering But Not Lost podcast, where we help you align your path even when the trail ahead feels just a skosh unclear. This is episode 364, and you can discover all of our show notes over at wbnlpodcast.com. So today is not just another episode. It's a milestone for us because we're launching a new course. It's something we've been kind of working on for a while. We're excited that we're actually going to be able to get it actually dropped on the path here. It's called the Clarity Series. It's a 3-module course. The first module is called Rooted in the Unknown. That premieres actually today over on wanderingbuttnotlost.com. So we're going to give you all the information on that, but that is the first course. If Rooted in the Unknown sounds at all familiar to you, we did a podcast on this. I think it was back in episode 346 or 344 or something like that, about what's kind of happening in the world today, and everyone's feeling a little bit like unsure of what's going on and how you get yourself out of that. Well, we've expanded on that concept in this first module, which we'll be talking about as we go through this. Module 2, which is actually going to drop in June, is called July. Thank you, Jan. Aligned in the everyday. That's coming in July. It's going to have daily rhythms of flow, core feeling, stability, and connection. And then our August module 3, is called Ignited by Purpose. It embodies action and core feeling. The core feeling of it is empowerment and expansion. It's going to be a great 3-module course that's going to keep you going throughout the summer solstice here. And it's going to be a great series. And once again, module 1 is going to drop today. We're going to talk about a lot of this throughout around the episode today. So we're offering module 1, Rooted in the Unknown, for $22. And as a founding member, you'll receive the additional 2 modules of the course for that same low price. So get in it today, and as the other ones drop, you don't have to do anything except just go back and watch the next module, which is going to be great. Module 2, which we will be dropping in July, will be a $33 price tag, and that will include module 1, obviously. And then you will get module 3 when it comes along, when it's released. And then in August, we will be doing the final module of the Clarity Series, and that price will be $44. So if you are interested in all of the things we're going to be talking about, you would be very smart to become a founding member to get all of these for just $22.
And it's a one-time price.
One-time price. So it pays to be an early adopter, and you can sign up, like I said, you can sign up today to receive that $22 locked-in price. Just go to wanderingbuttnotlost.com and click on the Courses tab in our main menu. And remember, this is originally set up as a 3-module course. But if we decide to expand on this course down the line and add a 4th or 5th or 6th module, if you're a founding member, or actually anywhere you start the program, that will be your lifetime price for the course. So it is a great smoking deal, and you should go over and check that out. But today we're going to tell you what it's all about and what's in the thing. In this episode, though, we're going to be focusing on the first module of the Clarity Series, which is module 1, Rooted in the Unknown. It's really your 7-day reset for clarity, calm, and confidence. Alliterations are our forte. The module was born out of a need, actually, of our own, because we were feeling that frustration of, oh my gosh, what's going on? There was so much going on in business and in politics and in finance, everywhere. There was just some unrest and some unclarity and unknown. So we thought maybe if we're feeling this, we know other people are feeling it too. So now we're inviting you to walk this reset with us. And breath by breath, page by page, movement by movement, because of course we have some micro movements in here. Let's take a deeper look about what's going on in our life. So I guess my point here is we didn't just sit down and say, let's build a course. We said, what actually helps us get grounded when life feels a little bit messy?
And the answer was breathwork, movement, and reflection. That's where we're going to start. That's where clarity begins.
You don't need a big breakthrough. You need a reset, something you can come back to when life feels loud. This isn't about changing your life in 7 days. It's about reconnecting to it.
I love it. So let's talk about what's inside Module 1 that you can get at wanderingbunnotlost.com for the low price of $22. And then you're going to get everything that comes after it. And as we are actually in the middle of recording this, my head is exploding with ideas of how the Clarity series is just the beginning. Okay. Yeah. So Module 1, the Clarity of Rooted in the Unknown. 7 audio sessions are going to walk you through each day. We've recorded literally what to do. They're just 8 to 10 minutes long. They always have a little bit of grounding, breath work, a visualization, and we guide you through this progression over 7 days where we start with rooting, like getting grounded, then clearing, then taking action, connection, vision. These are the themes. Integration, and then an empowered forward focus. Those are the themes where we actually walk you through a guided practice in audio that you can download, you can listen to right in the course. You can get our Kajabi app and just listen to it while you're, however you want to do it. It's just 8 to 10 minutes, okay? Now that's just the beginning. That's 7 audio sessions to take you through progressively for 7 days. Then 7 seated micro movements, really no special gear needed, fully accessible, easy to do. Remember, simplicity is one of our themes here. We don't need to complicate things. We just need to get people going. We just need to go do simple things, and the movement starts the momentum, right? We're, of course, going to give you a 7-day reset journal with prompts and spaces for you to reflect, for those of you that enjoy that. So you don't need to retreat to the mountains to reset. You just need a rhythm, a way to return to yourself. One breath, one page, one stretch at a time.
So let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself when you hear this. Do you wake up already feeling behind every day, like the day started without you? Okay, being honest with myself, sometimes I do feel that way. Yes. Are your mornings more about managing chaos than creating calm? Do your nights end with you collapsing into bed, not because you're at peace, but because you're simply out of gas and just too tired to do anything else? If that sounds like you, you are not alone, and you are exactly who we had in mind when we created this course. Maybe you've been feeling anxious lately, restless, like your brain is running marathons while your body just, is trying to keep up. Or maybe you've been feeling a little bit disconnected, not just from others, but from yourself. From your purpose, from your peace, from the clarity that is out there and that you've had before. If only you had a roadmap to find it. Well, this is for you. And if you've ever caught yourself thinking, there has to be more than this, I'm doing all these things, why don't I feel better? If I just want to feel grounded again. We've been there. I've been there so many times, which is why the first module in the Clarity series, Rooted in the Unknown, isn't just a course. It's a companion. It's a reset, a gentle, grounded practice that can help you reclaim your breath, reconnect your body, and realign your why. You don't need to overhaul your life. This is not what this is about. You need to wait until everything is, and you don't need to wait until everything is just perfect. You need a moment, a breath, a pause, and a space to return to again and again. And the Clarity series is going to be that space for you. So if any part of this is whispering yes, even quietly, then I hope you follow that nudge, because clarity isn't found in chaos. It's rooted in the unknown. I'm just saying. So if you've been waiting for the right time to get grounded, here it is. Not someday, not when things settle down. Today, this moment, this is your reset.
And this isn't another self-help checklist. This isn't about fixing what's broken, because you're not broken.
Right.
This is about coming home to yourself, to your breath, to that quiet, steady part of you that always knows the way, even when life gets loud. We live in a world that worships the hustle, right? That tells us we should always be doing more, achieving more, being more. And what if clarity doesn't come from doing more? What if it comes from just remembering, stopping, pausing, and remembering how to pause, how to breathe with intention, how to move, not with urgency, but with grace, how to trust yourself even when the path ahead feels uncertain. That's what rooted in the unknown is all about. It's not a quick fix. It's not a productivity hack. It's just a reset. It's reclaiming yourself. And if you're hearing this and feeling the tug, then now is your time. Not next month, not when your schedule clears, not when you finally get it together. Wow, because here's the truth. The moment you slow down enough to listen is the moment the answers start to rise. And the answers are inside of you. They're not outside anywhere. They're not in a book. They're not anywhere. They're in other than inside of you. Okay. That's why this practice is so powerful, because it meets you exactly where you are right now in this moment, in the middle of the mess, if that's what's happening for you. It's the stillness between the steps in that sacred space. In that sacred space, the best example of it is the pause between the inhale and the exhale. It's that little pause is the stillness. That's where everything is. And what better time to begin than now? Right now, if you're listening, it doesn't matter when you're listening to this. Now is the time. Stop procrastinating. Clarity, it isn't found, it's felt. And when you strip away the noise, the overthinking, the overwhelm, what's left is you, present, ready, rooted.
I love it. That's so great. So let's get started, and let's go over that pricing one more time, just so you're really clear on what you're going to be getting with our series. The Clarity series is 3 modules. Module 1 is Rooted in the Unknown. That's premiering today over at wanderingbutnotlost.com. And we talk about being grounded in uncertainty and feeling safe and calm. That's what that module is all about. That breath work that Jan described earlier is great. It was fun to put those together, first of all. Right. But really, I have not been one that has done a lot of breath work in my life, and I have really, it can really change the way you're feeling. And talking about getting a reset, oh my gosh. So they've already helped me. So it's been wonderful to have that. Module 2, Aligned in the Everyday, that's coming in July. It's going to be, the whole theme is really daily rhythms of flow. You're going to feel more stable. You're going to get more connected. And then Module 3, Ignited by Purpose, is premiering in August. It is purpose as embodied action. And it's about empowerment and expansion. And then once again, we're going to offer Module 1, Rooted in the Unknown, for $22. And as a founding member, you'll receive the additional 2 modules at that very same low price. Module 2 will launch with a $33 price tag, which will also include Module 1, and then Module 3 when it releases in August. And then finally Module 3, and we'll wrap up the Clarity series with a price of $44. So it pays to be an early adopter, and you can sign up today and receive that $22 locked-in price. Just go over to wanderingbutnotlost.com and click on the course tab in our main menu, where you, whenever you start though, whether it be now or anytime in the future, wherever you start, your price is locked in for all future access, any updates we do, or any actual additional modules we might add to the course as well. Clarity doesn't come from control. It comes from connection. And that's what this reset is, a moment to come back to yourself and move forward with calm, confidence, and intention. Remember, as Jan just said, you're not broken. You're not behind. You're just being invited to root in, to trust this moment and your place in it. You can find our show notes over at wbnlpodcast.com. This has been episode 364.
We invite you to come along and walk with us, one breath, one stretch, and one step at a time.
The Clarity series has begun. Let's reset together. And you're exactly who we had in mind. Boy, God damn it. Words are hard. I'm telling you. To trust this moment and oh boy.